Alright guys, current time is 9:15 and alarm is set for 4:44 a.m. For my bicycle trip. I found some important creams. And I got this is for under this bicycle seat, this is for the handlebar. Got a bike pump. Definitely important stuff, you know. Gonna wake up at 4:44, head to Toronto on my bicycle, and this time I'm gonna try to go there and back in one swoop. I don't know if I can do it. It's like 7 hours each way, 6 hours each way, so it's a huge commitment. I'm gonna see if I could pull this off without having to get like a hotel room or sleep the night. So I've done this trip like 7 times. I've always gotten a hotel, so I'm gonna try to get on the bike by 6 a.m. is the plan, and I don't know, just there and back. We'll see. All right, 4:44 a.m. We got some 10-hour energies, or I mean 5-hour energies, 10. Some more energy drinks over here. Got a knee brace just in case. And yeah, getting ready to ride to Toronto. All right, I'm a little behind schedule. It's 5:15 a.m. I was hoping to leave here by 5. The good news is the bike front tire came out and it fit right in this tiny little Camaro. So I'm good. Well, I was debating if I should eat or not. I was just gonna have like a bag of blueberries, but then I thought about it. I'm like, with a trip this significant, I should have some protein. So I don't know, 10 minutes away from the Rainbow Bridge. Grand Island Bridge. I saw a truck get stuck under here once. So the Senecas finally put up the light. They fixed that light. It took 10 years. I don't know if you can see it from the video, but you could see the hotel clear as day now. But for the last 10 years, it was literally shrouded in darkness. It was the weirdest thing. I'm telling you, what a huge difference that makes. It used to bother the hell out of me because I know how much money these fuckers are making. Like, why not fix the lights? I'm talking about the strip down the middle. 10 years it looked dark as hell. Crazy. Alright, so I'm a little behind schedule. I had hoped to be on the bike by 6 a.m. That's obviously not going to happen, but I am pulling up to the Rainbow Bridge at 6 a.m. Hope that dickhead Nelson isn't working to hold me up. He's like a border guard with an attitude, hates Americans. Anyway, should be another half hour before I get to where I'm going to launch from, which is Jordan Road, Jordan Station. There used to be a pirate ship there, if you know that place off the QEW. Well, either I went in the wrong lane or Nelson's on a smoke break. This is weird. Yeah, I went in the wrong lane. Hey, sorry about that. I'm freaking hammered, man. I'm kidding. Is my buddy Nelson working today?
Nelson.
Did you ever hear that name?
I don't think so. Is he Canadian or is he?
He's Canadian, hates Americans. He's a freaking asshole.
You know, I don't see any of the Canadian guys.
Bro, he is a dick. I'm so polite all the time. He's just got that, like, I can't even explain it. It's like a next level hatred. I don't know why. Maybe it's the tattoos. I don't know. I kind of hope he's working, actually. I'm riding my bicycle to Toronto and back. Yeah, I'm excited.
Yeah.
55 years old, gonna get it done. I did it before, but
How many miles is there? Or kilometers?
It's 100 miles the way I go each way, so I'm gonna try to do 200 miles.
That's a lot.
I know. Normally I get a hotel room,
Yeah.
and but this time I want to see if I could just do the. I don't know. I don't know if I can, but all right, brother. Thank you. Nelson. super blessed to live where I live. Like, I love Niagara Falls, Buffalo, this area. I come across to Canada quite often, actually. But to be this close to Toronto, it's a blessing, man. I love it. Toronto Island, the beaches up there, super cool. All right, so no problems at the border there, and no Nelson. You know, Nelson must be at his anger management classes or whatnot. So this is my 55 and still alive bike ride to Toronto, I will call it. And I mean, just using this bridge as an example, I used to have a Hayabusa. I had two ZX14 Ninjas, and I'm not kidding you when I tell you, I've flown over this bridge on all of those bikes. I don't even want to say how fast, like almost, probably 150 I took this bridge, and then when it straightened out at the end of the bridge, maybe 180, 190. So literally 55 and still alive. I don't know how I did it. Thank God for that. God's been good to me. I've definitely chilled out a lot since I've had my beautiful boys, and my beautiful girlfriend especially too. Helps keep me a little safer and less craziness. But yeah, this bridge, man, on some of those bikes. I made it to Hamilton one time from the Rainbow Bridge. I believe it was 14 minutes was my record. So if you let that sink in, that's fucking insane. Like, really crazy. I got to Toronto, I think, in under 50 minutes, driving like a complete asshole. So now I'm going 78 miles per hour. It's actually technically still speeding, but not like what I used to do. Well, it would not be a trip to Toronto without traffic. I mean, always. Traffic to Toronto is brutal. I mean, that's why 9 out of 10 times I go to Toronto, I'm on a motorcycle, because I'll split the lane. I don't give a fuck. I'll do it carefully, but that guy's a hammer. You go, buddy. I respect his hustle. All right, you little rascals. Made it to my exit here, Jordan Station. So Jordan Station, this is in Lincoln. So it basically goes St. Catharines. Well, it'd be like Niagara-on-the-Lake, St. Catharines, Lincoln, and then the next up there is would be Hamilton. When you get past Hamilton, you go over that Canadian lift bridge, Burlington. So yeah, this is quite an adventure. It's not for the faint of heart. I've done it, I don't even know exactly. I'd say 7 or 8 times. But I tried leaving once from Niagara-on-the-Lake, and that was a fucking shit show. That took forever. So leaving from this area here, as I mentioned, the pirate ship, there used to be one moored out here. They took it away for whatever reason. So I park at a hotel up here, and it's really cool because you could see the CN Tower. It's like this big, and then, 7 hours later, I'm standing underneath the thing. All right, beautiful morning. These old bags are enjoying their morning smoke. I'm ready to rock here. Well, not quite yet, but made it here at 6:30, so I'm a half hour behind schedule. I'm at the Jordan QEW, as you can hear and see, is right there. And that's where I am heading, very far away. So by the time I get the bike put together and get all my stuff, what is that on my head? Caterpillar? Anyway, these tires are Bone Traeger. They're puncture resistant tires. I got them pumped up with this trusty pump to 110 PSI. I'm good to go. Yeah, there's definitely a lot that goes into getting ready here. These Bone Traeger tires are awesome. They're 110 PSI. Puncture resistant tires. Those are worth their weight in gold. I upgraded to this bike's a Gary Fisher. Well, he weighs like 19 pounds. But there's a lot in getting ready here. First time I did this trip was on a $50 Walmart battle axe. Now I use these clip-ins, which are a huge game changer. I even bought like expensive padded underwear, another game changer. I'll slip into these as an underlayer. For safety, I'll wear this bad boy. But yeah, like loading everything up, it takes a minute. So I'm like pretty behind right now. But a beautiful morning. It's gonna be a great ride. Actually getting a tiny bit of sprinkle here, a little bit of rain, but I'm sure that's gonna clear up. Anyway, I'm so glad I don't smoke cigarettes. I used to, but those two ladies I showed you earlier, they're back out there with their second cigarettes. Disgusting. Anyway, that right there is what it's all about. Beautiful sunrise. I sleep late, so I don't see many of these. So yeah, the time is 7 a.m. and I am heading out. I'm in 1 hour behind my schedule. I wanted to leave at 6, leaving at 7. So my goal is to attempt, as I mentioned, to make it to Toronto and back all in one day. I've never done that before. We'll see how it goes, and God bless. All right, I'm making good time. It took me 30 minutes to get to Grimsby, and the weather so far, it's a light sprinkle, but it feels amazing. I'm actually thankful for this overcast. Better than getting like, you know, beat up by the sun. The sun's behind me. It's coming, trust me. This should be about 93 today, maybe beating records. But right now, my next stop's about 30 kilometers away is Hamilton. Not my next stop, but my next like landmark. All right, guys, I got something to say here. Hasty Market. This is kind of a landmark stop for me. And this is my very first time not stopping here for a break and to sit on that bench. I can't tell you how many of these trips I passed right out on that very bench right there. So with that being said, I am clearly in the best physical shape of my life at almost 55 years old. And I could already tell, I mean, I'm a little bit gassed, but not too bad. I mean, as I mentioned before, like the sun is hiding right now, thank God. But for me not to stop there at that Grimsby Hasty Market, this is the first time I've passed by it. So that tells me my legs are stronger, my core is stronger, my arms are stronger. Except for my shoulder injury, I'm just doing my best to, you know, not put too much weight on that torn bicep tendon. But yeah, so far so good. I actually had to turn around for this. Look at that cute little garbage can. Never seen that before in my life. This is too funny. All of those garbages are the tiny little garbages. What are you gonna put in there? What are these Canadians trying to tell us? My garbage at my house is like 5 times the size of that. That is funny. All right, current time, 8 a.m. That's 1 hour on the bike. And that puts me up here at Casablanca Boulevard. All right, I'm gonna show you guys something. It's beautiful. Look at that. Stairway to heaven. Wow. God is good. I just absolutely, that is gorgeous to look at. Thank you, dear God. We love you. Man, that's great. I cannot see Toronto yet. Normally you can see Toronto from here, but it is pretty overcast, which, as I said, I'm thankful for that. It's keeping me cool. Normally the sun's beating the living shit out of me right now. But yeah, Toronto, I cannot see you, but eventually I will. All right, guys, current time 8:20 a.m. and I am approaching Hamilton. Kicking this ride's ass right now. So that marina back there that I just passed, I literally almost died there one year. It was my first time riding to Toronto. This was before I had a Camelback. I had like 6 empty bottles of water. I was on this North Service Road, which is a bitch, in the hot sun. I completely ran out of water. I was looking for shade, trying to find some shelter, and I found a little like awning there, and I laid down, I passed out, and when I woke up, someone was poking at me, and it was this guy was there to sell a boat on a Sunday, on his day off. He came in there. Thank God for that. I was incredibly dehydrated. When he talked to me, I couldn't speak. I remember I was trying to talk and no words were coming out. They got me inside. They had the air conditioner on. I chugged 6 bottles of water, and then I refilled the waters, and I was able to make it. But if that guy didn't sell the boat on a Sunday, I literally could have probably died right there for all I know. I really don't know. 55 and still alive, baby. I'm on the North Service Road, Hamilton. The sun is definitely starting to do its thing. They finished that house, and it is just as beautiful as I imagined. When they were doing the construction, I was walking in there. It's beautiful. There's the elevator in there. There's like balconies that just are, I don't know the price of that, but man, that is a gorgeous property. Part of this trip is one of the best things is just looking at these houses. Look at this one. And I'm not even on Lakeshore yet. Forget about it. Lakeshore, the houses on Lakeshore are just like mind-blowing. Like we're talking like Hollywood, California style. I mean, these things, this looks like the poor section, the poverty section compared to what I'm about to get on. All right, guys, I gotta get off the phone. I just got smoked by a 90-year-old guy. All right, time is 9 a.m. and I made it to my first bike path. This is the Confederation Trail. And I feel like I'm making like really good time. This trail is a waterfront trail that is gorgeous, actually. It goes, I forget exactly how far it goes, but here it is here, Confederation Beach Park. So that I'm on this trail is a very good sign. And as I said, this is my first bike path of many. So this trip's got quite a lot of sections to it. North Service Road was a big section of it. And now this section here with the bike path is going to be nice because it goes right on the water. Eventually, I'm going to get up when I get to the end of this path. It's going to put me real close to the Canadian Lift Bridge. I'm going to cross over that. And then from there, I'll be in Burlington, and then eventually I'll get over to, oh wow, you can see Toronto. Eventually I'll get from Burlington onto Lakeshore, which is where those big mega houses are. All right, destination Toronto. There's a like-minded individual right there. Last time I was on this bike path on a bicycle was with, this is the Hamilton Beach Trail now here. I was with Linda. Coming up here is a beach grill restaurant about a mile up. We decided it'd be a good idea to do some shots. And this was 3 years ago, September 9th, and that's the day I quit drinking. We put the bikes on the roof rack, and I never battened them down. I was in a twin turbo BMW flying on the QEW. She was pretty pissed at me the next day. I couldn't figure out why, and then I realized it was because I was drunk driving like an idiot. And that was God gave me a second chance there, because if those bikes would have flew off, could have killed somebody. All right, my girl Linda loves trees, so I had to pull over for this one. This is, I swear, the biggest tree, a weeping willow. This thing, it's huge. This thing looks like a castle. I can't even believe how big this crazy tree is. What the hell? That is, without a doubt, well, besides being at like Sequoia National Park and all that, this is probably one of the biggest trees I've ever seen in my life, width-wise. I mean, geez, holy shit. That's crazy. And I'm sweating. It's hot. All right, so that's where I had my last drink 3 years ago with Linda. September 9th, right there. A shot of Captain Morgan and like a beer. Well, technically, I think I had a drink at Las Brasas where they had the gauchos carving the beef. I don't remember any of that shit. So yeah, technically. Definitely a cool piece of art that I just passed by. And it has art in the center. I don't know if you can see that. But there's like a piece within a piece. See that? That is sweet. So far, so good. It is hot out. I don't know how hot, but hot. All right, you're cheating, you know. That's literally two things that I hate. AI is one. I can't fucking stand it. E-bikes. You're cheating. You're lazy. I can't tell you how many e-bikes just zip by me. It's not even like... I feel like I'm the only one pedaling. But anyway, these houses are amazing. This is just like beautiful. And I am so close to the Canadian Lift Bridge. It's like I can see it. Another sick house right there. Sick. Wow. That's how the other half lives. This guy knows. Ah, fuck him. He's on an e-bike. Another one. Anyway, there we are. Look in the distance and you shall see. So that's the bridge you'd be on if you're on the QEW. About to go over the other bridge. Just a beautiful day. Wow. I'm kicking this ride's ass right now, just so you know. I left at 7, it's 9:30. So under 3 hours to get to this bridge is pretty fucking epic for me. Oh, Canada, I don't know the words to your song, but I love your land. Now, I don't want to jinx myself, but so far this trip is going amazing. I'm on the Burlington Lift Bridge, and if you see off in the distance, the factories that every year, every time, I don't know how, it fucks me up. I get lost in there, and I don't know, somehow I completely avoid it this time. So yeah, this is so far so good. And if memory serves me correct, I get through Burlington, there's going to be another bike path, and then yeah, matter of fact, right over this bridge within a mile is called Old Lakeshore, which is really cool. And then that connects to Lakeshore, which are those big ass houses. That's going to be a long stretch that goes into Oakville. That's next. Alright, so these houses are amazing. It's like a 4-story house on the water. These houses are literally incredible. Sprawling mansions on Lakeshore. This is like my favorite part of the ride because these houses are jaw droppers. This is a sweet new build right here. Huge. Right on the water. That's how the other half lives, baby. Well, you get the picture. I mean, it's just house after house. I don't know what these guys do for work, but wow. And these houses are right on the water. They're just beautiful. Words can't describe. These houses are insane. I mean, crazy beautiful houses here. Like huge, massive sprawling waterfront properties. Crazy landscaping is just gorgeous. I love it, man. I'm happy for these people. I'm happy for their success. It's amazing. And I better put the phone away or I'm gonna get killed. Whoa, look at this house. What? That's a dream house right there. Wait till you see the next door neighbor. Now that, I love the modern look. That house is sick. Look at this new build right on the water. Eesh. Alright, this house is a jaw drop right here. This guy's got like supercars in the garage on a lift. There's like 6. It's a 3-car garage, but it's got those, you'll see it. See that? He's got, yeah. Alright, I can't take it anymore. No more $1 million houses. It's just house after house, and it's just wild. I love it. It's amazing. I don't know what that is, but it's the cutest thing I've ever seen. It looked like a baby little beaver. Oh man, I hope he comes back out. That was cute. I missed it. So 4 hours into the trip, and I got my first leg cramp. It's not super bad, but I had to get off the bike for a minute. So that little guy that I saw, I would believe it's called a muskrat, but I could be wrong. But he's so cute. I hope he comes out. He's in those rocks. Hey look, Nelson's got his own street named after him, that little bastard. Even the side streets in Toronto have traffic, construction and stuff. Backed up for miles. Luckily I'm on a bike. I think when he gets that thing out of my way I could continue on. All right. So I'm 4 hours into my trip, and I found another bike path hugging the water here. Not sure how far I'll get on this path before I got to get back on Lakeshore, but I'm close, man. I'm almost to Oakville. I'm about 10 kilometers to Oakville, which is basically Toronto, the outskirts. Current time 11:11. Another gorgeous new build there. I just love that modern look, and that is right on the water. That is an insane house. All right, so this house is totally sick, but the neighbor's house, you won't believe your eyes. Here, hold up. Oh, this next. Alright, so I deserve that. I dropped my phone, but alright, this is the last one I'm gonna take. It's endless amount of money on this street. I mean, this is just crazy. This is a beautiful waterfront house right on the water, and it's new build. The guys are in there doing their thing. I mean, that is gorgeous. This is gonna be crazy. Welcome to the neighborhood. tell you. These houses, wow. Alright, so this is my first real break. This looks good. Beef brisket, Tim Hortons, ice cap, 2 glasses of water. Oh, this one's for sale. I'm in the market. See who my neighbors will be. This is the biggest house I've seen so far. They have 2 entrances. That's one. The other one's like a half a mile down. Look at that house. I honestly have no words for how big these properties are. There's ones that I just passed over there that make this look small. All right, time is 12:30 p.m. 5.5 hours into this trip. Wish me luck. This is where it gets confusing here. This kind of always fucks me up a little bit. So hopefully I'll be good. I got to get past this and I should be good. All right, so I'm excited to say that I actually know where I'm at. This street right here, ORR, it's a total fluke because you see this waterfront trail? It's telling you to turn on Orr. I can't tell you how many fucking times I went down that street only to get completely lost, and I'm talking like an hour lost. So I've done reconnaissance missions for this trip on my motorcycle, and now I know. Do not listen to this fucking bullshit right here. That is, I don't even know what that's all about. So I go past Orr, I got another mile, and then I turn right, and then Lakeshore continues. I'm super, super glad that I finally know where I'm at. So as soon as I see that kind of factory area, I go left. It gets real hectic and real crazy. But so far this trip's going good. I don't think I'll beat my best time, which was 6 hours to Toronto, but I'm close. I'm real close. I'm like 5.5 hours and I'm in Mississauga. All right, finally hit shifting gears. That's the bike shop where I bought my bike pants. And I do remember that it's still quite a fucking long ride from here. A soul-crushingly long ride. All right, so I'm at 1 p.m., which is 6 hours. I still got a ways to go, like 17 miles to Toronto, so I did not do my 6-hour goal. All right, the time is 1:30, and I'm dying. I'm like right here, and right here is where I'm in like so much pain, like this area. I feel like there's like literally like fluid. I can feel it. Maybe I'm too old for this shit. I'm dying over here. I had to get off this bike, man. Holy shit. That bus is looking pretty good right about now. So cramps are no joke, man. Like literally cramping up in my thighs. Torture. I found this shaded spot here, so this is nice. Just doing some stretching, and comes another cheater. These e-bikes. What's the point, man? Cheater! All right, my cramps are just about subsided, and I'm gonna get back on this piece of shit, bike. And I got a brand new pair of Johnny Feelgoods here. I love these glasses from Harbor Freight, $2. These are the sunglass version of the Johnny Feelgoods. I'm gonna swap them out for these bad boys. And they just make you feel happy to be alive when you put on the Johnny Feel Goods. Yeah, I've been talking to myself for like the last hour or so. That's kind of a sign that it's hot out. 93. All right, so I am doing good here. I am really close to Toronto. So it took me just a hair over 7 hours. And once I jump on this bike path, I'm gonna be in really good shape. So 7 hours to Toronto all day. Oh, I see a butterfly. Nice. That was my mom. She's dead, but she's still alive, if you know what I mean. You gotta love sun showers. It's just like a light rain right now. And it just feels so good. The architecture on these houses it's just amazing. Wow, this has been a tough ride. 8 hours and I'm still this far away from the CN Tower. I mean, that's probably an hour. No, I bet you I could crush that in a half hour. I'll get back to you. Gardner Expressway, QEW. Time is 3 p.m. There's a nice light rain. It just feels so good, I can't tell you. It's just like a light little rain. That's the Gardner Expressway over there on the left. I'll be going faster on a bicycle than those cars will be going. Toronto traffic is brutal. But yeah, this rain feels amazing. Alright, so that light sprinkle is kind of a downpour, but I gotta tell you, it feels good. It feels real good. It's like a sun shower. I can feel the sun, but this rain, this feels great to me. Made it to Ontario Place here on the bike. There's a concert tonight. I don't even know who it is. Who's playing tonight? Who's playing tonight?
AJR.
AJR. Is that rap? Yeah, like a boy band probably, right? AJR. Never heard of them. Ah, the rain never felt so good, let me tell you. It's coming down pretty decent here. Like I said, it feels pretty darn good. I'm getting soaked. But wow. All right, I deserve this. Look at that monster. So I'm right across the street from Rogers Center. It's right there. CN Tower. They're right up there. And it just feels good to sit down. All right, guys. What a trip. Amazing. I did it. So now I got to figure out my next move. I was looking at hotels, and the hotels in Toronto are crazy. Like, we're talking like
thousands of dollars. Like the cheapest one I saw was like $500. So I think motel might be the best route, which would be Lakeshore. Just head out of the city.
All right, well, you're not gonna believe this, hon. I found a motel, finally, and he won't let me check in because I don't have my ID with me. I only have my credit card. So, like, I'm kind of fucked. Wow, so bonehead move by me. I left my driver's license and my passport in my car. I don't know why I did that. I just brought my credit card only. It would have been so easy to bring my license, but I couldn't check into this Fleabag motel. And the hotels in Toronto were between $500 and $2,000 a night. Like, the prices of the hotels out there are crazy. So I left the CN Tower, drove about an hour and a half. Right now I'm in Mississauga, and I found a relatively decent looking hotel, Green Acres Motel, $130 a night. Air conditioned, had a bath. I was just so excited. He wouldn't let me check in because I didn't have photo ID. So I don't know, man. I don't know what I'm gonna do. So this is kind of a crude setup here. My phone doesn't work the normal way. I got to use this flat thing, and I don't know. I'm trying my best to get this charged, but I just had to re-up on some waters. But I'm in a kind of a shit situation here, because as I mentioned in the previous video, I don't have my ID. So there's a good chance that I'll be like 16 hours on this bike to get back to my car, which I really wanted to get a hotel. I don't know. I'm a little delirious. All right, you have no idea how happy I am. This guy did not ask me for my driver's license. So, air-conditioned room, motel here in Mississauga. So I'm still really far from my car. I was dreading life. I mean, literally, I was kind of like, if I have to drive in the dark to my car, so now I could like lay down, take a shower. He gave me the internet password. We're good. Well, in full disclosure, I must say, it is so crazy how the human body works. I did not have to take a dump because I literally knew that I was going to possibly be riding this damn bike for who knows how far. The minute that I found out I had a room, this room ain't so bad. $130 Canadian, air conditioner's ice cold. I just had a beautiful shower. I may have forgot my driver's license, but I did not forget my toothbrush, toothpaste, and wipes. Personal hygiene is important. I do not know why I checked for bed bugs, because this thing could be crawling with bed bugs and I would sleep like a baby. I don't give a fuck. I don't want to get on that bike for 8 hours from now. My butt hurts so bad from that seat. Anyway, God is good. I didn't think I was getting a room tonight, so I'm really happy that I got one. All right, well, I'm awake. I slept like a bear. I am not looking forward to getting on that bike. My butt hurts. But yeah, it's got to do what I got to do. I probably got about 6 hours to go, but I'm thankful for this room. It's small, but it was perfect room. The air conditioner was just ice cold. Tiny little room, $130 Canadian. I would have legitimately slept on a bed of broken glass or on a park bench. I've done the park bench before, trust me. So this was excellent. I took like 3 hot showers at different times, watched TV, and like I said, slept super great. So I'm gonna go next door, have some breakfast, and it's, what is it now, 10 a.m.? Probably get on the road at 11 a.m. I don't know, maybe 6 hours I'm thinking I got ahead of me. So I'm about 2 hours away from downtown Toronto, heading towards Niagara Falls. What's up, guys? This is about 12 noon the following day. I'm on my way back. I just passed Billionaires Row. I gotta tell you, 1111 Lakeshore Road East is a jaw drop. $58 million property. Unbelievable. Those houses are, it's a jaw drop. So I had to take off my gel seat. I had a gel seat on here, And to be honest with you, with my padded shorts, I think it was giving me less, I don't know, less, what's the word I'm looking for? Making it more like detrimental, giving me like a rash on my butt. So I think this is, with the seat like this, is just meant to be, that's probably how it's supposed to be. Rather than that padded seat, I think it was giving me too much. Anyway, change gears, buddy. First time driving a Porsche? What the hell? Did you hear that? That guy was like literally in second gear, like a red line. What the fuck? You know, you can buy billionaires. You can take a billionaire out of the ghetto. That's all I got. All right, my little rascals. Look at this beautiful like condo place. Luxurious living, man. You can see the lake from there for sure. I have no doubt. This is I'm getting close to the Canadian Lift Bridge in Burlington. At least I think I am. I don't know. Where's this? Bronte Village. Anyway, so far so good. This the ride, it's overcast, which is a blessing because yesterday was way too hot. The rain helped out yesterday a lot, but man, when that sun does its thing, it's fucking soul crushing, man. All right, well, this is a welcome sign to me for sure. Burlington tells me I am in the clutches of getting this trip under wraps here. Probably gives me about 25 miles to my car or thereabouts. So once I go through Old Lakeshore, through the little town, that's where I will see the big span, and then the Canadian Lift Bridge, the green one that says Canada. That one I'll go over, and then from there I get on a bike path that goes for quite a ways, but it's right on the water, so it's nice and cool. And that'll kind of put me right at the North Service Road. And that service road, that end of this trip, is a fucking no man's land. It's a bitch. It's just tarmac and no trees. And I got to make sure I have a ton of water, obviously. And then that's it. Then I kind of get back to the lake for a little bit, and then I'll be at Jordan Road exit, Jordan Station, the Shores Hotel. And that's it. And then I can go home and take a hot bath. These houses are just so amazing. This thing is a 5-story house with the upper deck. Like, it's just unbelievable. Look at how big it is. And then there's your neighbor's house getting ready to get up. But this one is just, that upper deck up there is so sick. It's just one of like thousands of houses. This one is probably one of my favorites. Well, I'll tell you, my last estimate of where I was like way fucking off. I thought, see the lift bridge way off in the distance? I actually thought I was like right there, like ready to cross. And I had just a huge another section of Lakeshore, which is beautiful. Those houses are one jaw drop after another. So I have to get over there. I gotta cross that bridge, and then once I cross that bridge, I'll be on that shoreline for a really long time, like on a bike path. And then I get on the North Service Road, which is a bitch. Yeah, this looks like a nice stop for a little break before I deal with those bridges. I've been holding on to this muffin with a kung fu grip here, waiting for the perfect timing. I'm gonna climb up to this tower and see what it has to offer. That hotel there in front of me, 12 o'clock, that's the Waterfront Hotel in downtown Burlington. I stayed there once. It's a beautiful area. This is really, really nice. And just to think that I rode all the way to Toronto, I just can't even, it's hard to wrap my own head around it. So that's my route. Across that bridge. And then that shoreline. It's a really nice bike path on there, so it's not too bad. The part I'm really not looking forward to is the North Service Road, which is the last stretch. There's my bike. Yeah, that North Service Road, it's just... That North Service Road is brutal. It's just so desolate. There's no trees, there's nothing. Every once in a while you get a, they block the QEW off with a big wall so you can get some shade, but, yeah, good times. Everything is so nicely maintained here. A beautiful splash pad. Another splash pad for the kiddos. And just a beautiful trail. I'll be up on those bridge spans in T-minus 15 minutes. This trip has so many trials and errors that can only be learned from just, doing this ride. And I just came across one of those right now. If I would have went left, it's like one of those things where I wouldn't be able to get on this lift bridge that I need to get on, and I'd have to basically drive around and get right to where I'm at right now. So I figured that out a couple years ago, actually, and I mean that's the good thing about doing this trip is each time. I mean, one of these times it'll be 100% problem free. Feel that sun coming out, baby. Yeah, this is a little dangerous, I guess you could call it. This guy's letting me by. That's nice. Thank you, buddy. I gotta get up on this thing here. Alright, I had to loop around for this one. This house is for sale. It is so nice. Look at how beautiful. Right on the water. God, it's huge too. What a gorgeous house. Hamilton Beach Bike Path, one of my favorite parts of the trip. Doesn't matter how hot it is out, you're getting a cool breeze from the water. Great views. Love it. So you won't be able to see it in this video, but I can see Toronto with the naked eye from here, and it's pretty amazing to think that I was just over there. But Toronto is, so you follow the land there, Toronto's over there. You can just make out the CN Tower. But it is overcast. Normally you'd be able to see it from here pretty decently. Alright guys, current time 2:24, just got to the end of this bike path here, and now I gotta start the part of the trip that I really don't like that much, the North Service Road. Alright, so here we go, North Service Road. I do not like this part of the journey. Luckily, it's a little overcast right now, which is great. But yeah, this road literally is torture. It looks just like this for the next hour. And as you can see, it's sketchy. Remind me to look up what it is to see just one black crow. Is that good or bad? Because he's just like there, chilling.
All right, well, good thing I don't believe in bad luck. I just Googled it, and it says bad luck, bad omen, someone's going to die, blah, blah, blah. I don't believe in that. I think black crow, to me, signifies strength. He's a strong bird, so that's... I'm a strong bird. He's a strong bird.
All right, so what I really hate about this North Service Road is the road itself. Every 10 feet, there's like a bump in the road for the entire way. That black line you see right there, every 10, 15 feet, it's like a bump. And these tires that are, they're thin tires, I feel like it's gonna like mess my rim up or something.
But one cool thing is when the motorcycles fly by. I like that.
This place brings back crazy memories. I literally almost died right there. No joke. Ran out of water on this nasty road here. I mentioned that earlier in the video, but yeah, that was seriously crazy. So I'm entering Grimsby here, which means I'm close, well, closer to my car. Cilantro lime chicken wrap. Pizza. This thing is really good. Alright guys, this here is literally the only good thing about the North Service Road. Every once in a while you get some shade. Like every mile for a quarter mile maybe.
Now I don't want to make any hasty decisions, but I might have to stop by here for a Haagen-Dazs ice cream bar.
A little nap. Alright, so I passed through Grimsby. I am in the town of Lincoln now. And Lincoln there's a lot of wineries. Those are all grapevines and wineries over there. So I'm actually getting a little bit closer to Jordan Road. Maybe 30 minutes, 40 minutes? I don't know. 30 minutes, I'm going to say. Oh, I hate this road, man. It never ends. It just goes and goes and goes and goes and goes. No end in sight. And it's hot.
2 hours later.
All right, current time 5 p.m. and I am dying. This road is unforgiving. It just goes forever in each direction. I'm definitely getting closer. Up there is, I think it's called Magnata Winery, and that's the final winery before I get to my area where my car is. So hopefully soon.
I could use a glass of wine right about now.
And I don't even drink.
Alright, man, I did it. I am within a half a mile or more, or about a half a mile to my car. That's the Vintage and Collectibles Antique Market. That's a lot of fun. They're only open Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, but a lot of vendors set up there. It's really sweet. But yeah, my car is a half a mile up there. I'm so excited that I'm finally there. All right, current time, 5:20 p.m. That's 6 hours and 20 minutes from my motel in Mississauga to get here. Had a good clip with just a couple stops.
Beautiful ride. I'll be honest, I almost was gonna bow out on this ride, but you never know what you're capable of, you know, never give up. I had this shoulder injury, you know, torn bicep, torn labrum, and I literally have a 2-centimeter piece of bone chipped off from my humerus that's floating around in there. It's got to get surgically removed, but that almost kept me from doing this trip, but I said, fuck it, I'm gonna do it. There we go. All right, that is it. I am good. The bike is put away. I'm actually debating just going down here where the pirate ship used to be. And I may jump in the lake, my friends.